Special session for ABM. 50 questions in 50 minutes. And mind it, these are not simple questions. Not that simple one-liners are asked. No, difficult ones. So follow this till the end, everyone. Very important from your exam point of view for ABM module A. Okay. So let's start without wasting the time. Okay. Chalo, let's start. The following table gives less than type frequency distribution of the income per day. What is the which income is the mode? Isn't it? Didn't I say this? These are not easy ones. So which is the mode? Tell me fast. Okay, I'll give you some time and then I'll answer. Let me give you some around 20 seconds. Yeah. Think over it. Which of them is the mode? Look at this. Income. These are the income givens. And this is the frequency. Frequency means number of persons. So which of them will be the mode over here? What do you mean by the mode? What is the meaning of the mode? Yes? That's it. Just type in the comment section. Mode means what? Maximum or minimum? Maximum times or minimum times? What is mode? Maximum times or minimum times? What is it? Yes. The number which comes maximum times is known as mode. So here, which income will be the mode? The income of 1500. Okay. Whichever is coming maximum times is the mode. So number of persons over here are 100. So that's why this will be the mode. Okay. Isn't it interesting? Second, the data of some workers' salary is given as 2300, 2400, 2500, 2100, so on. If the desired number of class intervals is 10, find the class width. So how to find this? Class width. What is class width? Again, very important one. What is class width? Class width means, what is it? Yes, suppose if I say 50 to 100, if this is my class, then class width is what? This 100 minus 50. Whatever the gap is, that is known as class width. And how to find this class width then? For finding the class width, always take maximum minus minimum. Okay? The whole upon number of intervals required. Number of intervals is what? 10. What is the maximum number over here? Everyone, search that fast. What is the maximum number over here? Give me in comment section. Fast. In comment section. Which is the maximum number? Everyone. Comment section. It is 3000. What is the minimum number? Minimum number over here. It is, everyone. Minimum number? Correct. 2000. So, upon 10. So, do it now. 3000. 1000 upon 10. 100. So, that is the answer. Isn't it? So, class width means what? Maximum range. You call this is called as range actually. You can call this as range. So, this complete is known as range. So, the range divided by number of class width, number of intervals required is known as this class width. Okay. The class interval where upper and lower limits are also included in the class interval are called as now exclusive, inclusive, discrete or continuous. Which one? See, there are two types of class intervals. Okay. One is, I'll say 5 to 9, 10 to 14. Okay. Both included. And second is, I'll say 4.5 to 9.5. See, 0.5 added from here, 0.5 subtracted. Similarly over here, 9.5 to 14.5. So these are the two class intervals. Now this is known as exclusive. And this is known as inclusive. Okay. So inclusive means what? Both the upper end and the lower end are included. So that is the question. Upper limit and the lower limit are included is known as inclusive type. So this is inclusive. Okay. Got it answer? And this is exclusive. Got it clear? Move on. The type of cumulative frequencies where frequencies are added starting from the highest class to the lowest class is known as highest to lowest. Means what? Suppose if I say like this, 45 to 49. Okay. Inclusive I am taking, isn't it? Then just go below to 44. So I'll take this as 40 1 to 44, both included. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, both included. Similarly over here. Okay. Then I go on. So what am I doing? I am going from the highest part to the lowest part. And this is known as what? Less than or greater than. That is the only answer. Greater than. Correct. How many of you have answered? Let me see. See here, you also should try and answer these as much as possible. Relative frequency, percentage frequency, less than or greater than. So answer is greater than. Whenever you go from higher to lower, it is known as greater than. Whenever you go from lower to higher, it is known as less than. Simple. The following table gives the distribution of 100 families according to the expenditure. Find a model class. Which one is the model class over here? 0 to 10 this year. Now look at this. This is known as width. 0 to 10. 10 minus 0 is width. This is width. Okay. You'll see the width is same everywhere. 20 minus 10 is 10. 30 minus 20 is 10. All these. Okay. So width will always be the same. So model, which is the model class over here? 14. Now look at this. This is known as frequency. Frequency. Okay. So which is the model class? 14, 23, 27, 21 and 15. Which one is the model class? Everyone, answer me fast. Just answer me in terms of this class. Is it 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 or 40 to 50? What is the answer, everyone? Fast. Yes, it is 20 to 30. This is the model class. Okay. Why? Because it is having maximum number of frequency, 27. Got it? The runs scored by the batsman in 5 ODIs are this much. Therefore, the mean is, what is mean? How to find out this mean then? Everyone, try it yourself. Everyone try. Fast, fast, fast. Even I'll try. Okay. Both of us will do. We are doing simultaneously. See here, I don't have the answers. I am getting it simultaneously with you. So 31 plus 97 plus 112 plus 63 plus 11, no, only 12 plus 12. 12 equals to, what is the total you are getting? 315. Let me write it over here. Total is what? Total. Okay, total equals to 315. Then what is the mean? Mean is what? Total divided by number of elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 given. So 5. 315 upon 5. So that is what? 63. So the mean is 63. That is the answer. Isn't it? The runs scored by the batsman in same question. Look at this. 31, 97, blah, 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 everything. The median is, now the question is changed. What is the median? How to find the median? Who can tell me? Give me the answer fast. Median. Then I'll answer. Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds. Tick, tick 1, tick, tick 2, tick, tick 3, tick, tick 4. I won't go up to 10 then. Isn't it? Why should 10 seconds counted. It's very simple. How to do it? Yeah. See here, it's simple. Arrange them in ascending or descending, anyone. So let's arrange in ascending. 12. Then what afterwards? 31. 31. Afterwards 63. Afterwards 97. And afterwards 112. Right? So now we have 5 elements. And median means what? Whenever we arrange them in serial order, arrange ascending or descending, the central number is known as the median. So this is the median, 63. What is the median? The median is 63. That is the answer. Isn't it? Got it, everyone? Suppose if these numbers would have been, I'll give you one more question now. Okay. So if 112 wouldn't have been there, then the median is what? 12, 31, 63, 97. Then what is the median? Median is center of these two. 31 plus 63 upon 2. 31 plus 63 upon 2. If there would have been even number of elements. Now there are 5. So that's why median is simple 63 over here. Okay. If there would have been even number or 4 only, then the median would have been 31 plus 63 upon 2. Okay. What is the answer for this, everyone? 31 plus 63 upon 2. Anyone getting this? What is the answer? 31 plus 63 equals to what? 94 upon 2. So that is 47. So median in that case would have been 47. Got it? So right now the answer is 63. Next one. The following are the marks of 9 students in the class. Therefore the median is Now this time you should answer. What is the median? 32, 30, 34, 32, 48, 38, 24, 30, 27, 21 and 35. These are the numbers. So arrange them in ascending order. Ascending or descending. So start from the ascending. You want what? 9 numbers. So the fifth number will be the median. Fifth, because this is odd number of elements, right? So fifth number. Check fifth number. 21, then 24, then what? 27, 27, then what? Afterwards, 32. Yeah. Is it something in between? You have 32 only, na? 32. And then after 32, you have, I think so, 34. This one, 34. So 34. So this is my median, 34. No need of writing the further numbers. Because we know fifth number is the median. So 34 is the median, isn't it? This one. The average daily wage of 90 workers means an average daily wage of 90 workers. That is to be found out. An average daily wage of female workers is 45. If 1/3 of the workers are male and the average daily wage of the male workers is 90, then we have to find out the average wage of all of them. How to find this? Do it fast. How to find this? See here, 1/3 of the workers are male, so 90 total. Okay. Out of that, male are how many? 1/3. So they are 30. Female are how many? 60. Right? Female 60. What is the salary wage of male workers? Male workers is given as 90. Look at this. Average daily wage of male workers is 90. So this is 90. What is the average daily wage of female workers given? 45. So 45 over here. Now we have to find the average of all of these combined. So it is what? Simple. Here it's like this. 30 into 90 multiplication. Okay. Plus 60 into 45. The whole upon number. What is the number? 30 plus 60, 90. The whole upon 90. That will be my answer. Check it, do it everyone do it fast. Let me get the answer from your side now, calculations part. Okay, so 30 into 90, this plus 60 into 45. So 124200, big number, 124200 divided by 90. Yeah, divided by n1 plus n2. Okay, so what is the answer you are getting? The average wage is 90 into 30. Okay, is there some error? No. 60. Yeah. So how many female workers are? 60. 45 is the average salary, correct, wage. Male workers are how many? 30. What is the average salary? 90, correct. So what is the answer you are getting? 30 into 60, correct. N1 into this x1 plus n2 into x2, the whole upon n1 plus n2. What is n1 plus n2? 60. 60 plus 30, 90. So you must get this answer as 60 over here, 60, 60. That is the average wage. Okay, 60 is the answer. Find the mode of the call received on the 7 consecutive days. So what is the mode over here? Mode of all the calls received on the 7 consecutive days. 11, 13, 13, 17, 19, 23, 25. What is the mode? Firstly, tell me what is the mode. How many of you remember? Just now we did some questions. Mode is what? Maximum number of times what comes? Maximum. Okay. So which number is coming maximum number of times? I think so only 13. This one. Anyone else is coming? No. So my mode is what? My mode equals to 13 only. That is my answer. Isn't it? When the mean of a number is 18, what is the mean of the sampling distribution? Now this is a bit difficult one. Really difficult, but tricky. I'll give you the answer and then you'll laugh at this. You'll be surprised. So when the mean of a number is 18, what is the mean of the sampling distribution? What do you say, guys? Tricky one, really tricky. Just give me the answer. Let me see. Let me see. The answer is, I'll just write something first, okay? Mean of a number equals to, mean of, I'll just write SD now, sampling distribution. Always remember this. Mean of a number is always equal to the mean of the sampling distribution. So my answer will be 18 only. So mean of SD equals to, so my answer is over here 18. Okay, this is 18 answer. Always remember this. Mean of a number will always be equal to the mean of the sampling distribution. When items are included in the sample are based on the judgment of the individual conducting the sample, then the sampling is called as judgment. Non-random, random, simple random, none of the above. So what is it called as? Now this is quite easy. You must be able to answer this. When the items are included in the sample based on the judgment of the individual. Don't you see this in our TV serials? Means in that television nowadays we have all those dance competition, singing competition. Then the judges say, "Rula diya, mujhe mera bachpan yaad aa gaya." All these things. Natak, right? So what is that? That is judgmental. Judgmental means what? Answer is non-random. That is a non-random sampling. Okay? Random and simple random sampling are the part of probability sampling. This is probability. Okay? There are two types of sampling always. One is probability, second is non-random, or we call it non-probability also. One and the same thing. A statistic is a characteristic of what? Which one? Statistic is a characteristic of, who can tell me? Population, sample, standard deviation, variance. So statistic is a characteristic of what? Always remember, what is this here? Always see this thing. This is complete population. Okay. And from here, what do I take? I take some samples over here. Let's take 3 samples. So these are the 3 samples. And these are samples. So whatever I do on samples is called as statistic. This is S for S. Always remember, statistic. Statistic. And population, then if statistic is for sample, what is for population then? Population is everyone. Parameter. Next question, okay? Parameter. I told you 50 questions, so 2 over here only. Sample is statistic and parameter is population. Always remember. So, statistic is a characteristic of sample. A sampling plan that selects members from a population at uniform intervals in order of space is called a stratified sampling, simple random sampling, cluster sampling, systematic sampling. What is it called as? Everyone. Stratified, simple random, cluster and systematic. Fast. Yes, it is called as systematic. That is the right answer. Systematic. There are 4 types of samplings. Always remember. Probability. Okay. We are talking here of probability sampling only. Probability. Okay. So probability sampling are of 4 types. And these are the 4 types. Systematic, cluster, simple random and stratified. All these are the types of probability sampling, and out of this, when we choose something at a uniform interval, it's called a systematic. There are other definitions for these: stratified, simple random and cluster, but today it's not possible because it will take around half an hour to explain you these things. Okay, so that's why I'm saying join the batches. Okay, selection batch just starting, just 21st. Okay, join fast. I'll tell you at the end. Do not miss the batches. As a general rule, it is not necessary to include finite population multiplier in computation of a standard error of a mean when the sample size is greater than. What is this? This is something which you'll have to remember. Means if my sample size is greater than which number, then I won't have to include this finite population multiplier. 50, 30, 20, 10. What is the answer? It should be greater than. Very difficult one. How many of you can answer? Let me see. How many of you can answer? That is, answer is 13. Okay, if it is more than 30, no multiplier is required. The probability distribution of means of all samples is known as. Here, probability distribution of means of all possible samples is known as the sampling distribution of the mean, the sampling distribution of the population distribution of the mean, and the population distribution of the population. So what is the answer over here? Very simple one, but you can see the answer itself. You can just go on eliminating the answers and you'll get the answer. What is the answer over here? Sampling distribution of mean. Is it A, B, C or D? Sampling distribution of the mean, sampling distribution of the population, and this PD I'll call it, PD of population. So what is the answer over here? Correct answer is sampling distribution of the mean. Okay, always remember, this is when we are talking of samples, we'll always get sampling distribution. Everyone, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel immediately. Immediately I'm saying. Why? Because in this channel, number one, you will be getting the free video series or free YouTube series on all the subjects of JIB and CIB. Right now, what are you watching? Right now, you're watching this same. Where are you watching this? You're watching on this Adda, Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. So subscribe to it immediately, isn't it? So subscribe to it, click on the bell icon, click on that subscription button, do whatever, okay? Immediately do it. The standard error of a mean is dash of the distribution of sample means. Standard deviation, variance, mean or mode. The standard error of a mean is dash of the distribution of sample means. What is it? We want it for mean. And this is what? This is mean, mode, variance and standard deviation. Who can give me the answer? Let me see. Let's see. First, what is the answer? Yes, it is A, standard deviation. Always remember, standard error of a mean is a standard deviation of the distribution of the sample means. Always I'll give you a hint to remember it in the exam. Standard deviation is always for population. And when we use the same standard deviation for sample, we call it standard error. This is a simple thumb rule which you must remember. Okay, in exam. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you to remember the things in exam. Your books are too big. ABM, BFM. 700 pages each book. How much will you remember? Have you checked it? How many of you have opened the book or started reading the book? Started means all of you will say, yes sir, I have started. I have done 1 page, 2 page, 1 chapter. That is not starting. Starting means you must go on and on and on, and when you finish half, then I'll say you have started. Okay? Reading 1 or 2 chapters is not enough. Okay? That's why, see here, what have we done in the classes is we have taken down the important points from those books. So you don't have to follow the entire book now. How many months are remaining? Join the class immediately, isn't it? Move on. While with the increasing sample size, the sampling distribution of the mean approaches dash regardless of the distribution of population. Skewness, dispersion, normality and all of the above. So it approaches what? Means increasing sample size. As I go on increasing the sample size, means sample size, suppose if I take 50 today, then I take 100, then I take 200. So what will be the answer approach? Where will it approach? It will approach the normality. This is not the normal distribution curve. Like this it will be normality. As you go on increasing the sample size, and this is known as what? Who can answer me? What is this known as? This central line is known as what? Let me make it curve, okay? Yeah, so this point is known as what? Population mean. Remember this, population mean. Okay, this is population mean. And this, whenever you go on doing the samples, you get this as something, you get it over here from the actual observation. So this is known as sample mean. Sample mean. And the difference between these two, this difference here, there's the difference between sample mean and population mean. So this difference is known as standard deviation. Standard deviation. Very important diagram, okay? This is population mean, this is sample mean, and the central part, this difference is known as standard deviation. As I go on increasing the sample size, this standard deviation will go on decreasing. Okay? Chalo, move on. The standard error of a mean decreases with the increasing sample size. Just now we did it, isn't it? So standard error of a mean decreases with increasing sample size. True. Just now what did we see over here? See this. If I go on increasing the sample size, this standard error, this gap will come over here, then this it will come over here, and in the end they'll merge. Sample mean and population mean will merge when I'm having all the samples as all the populations only. Okay, so that's what. Yeah. Next one. Large samples are always good idea because they decrease the standard error. Of course, here standard error decreases means what? As I go on increasing the sample size, the error will reduce, right? But is this a good idea? No, not a good idea. False. What about the cost? Sampling 50 persons will cost you, let's say, what, 100 rupees. So sampling 5,000 persons will cost you how much? Multiply by 100, so it will cost you 100 into this 100, 10,000 rupees. So what is the cost level? So if you are getting the right answer, nearest answer at the 50 samples itself, why should you sample 50,000 or 5,000? Isn't it? So it's not a good idea. It depends everything on the cost, and that's what is the central limit theorem. If the mean of certain population was 15, most of the samples we take from the population would likely to have the mean of 15. Is it true? If the mean of a population is 15, then all the points which I am taking will be near to 15, or will have a simple sample of sample mean of 15. All these. So is it so? Not possible. That is false. How? See here. Let's say I am having these numbers. What? 10. Then what? 30. Then 60. Then 5. You do the average. Average will be somewhere, we don't know, means somewhere it will be 30, 60, 45, roughly around 40 it will be the average. Roughly I'll take it, I don't know. 40 will be the average. So are all these numbers near 40? No, not at all. So average has nothing to do with the original this means or original numbers. Okay, so that's why that is false. A sampling fraction compares. What does it compare? Sampling fraction. Very difficult one. Not difficult actually, you should know it. Once you know it, it's very easy. The size of the sample to the size of the population. Size of the sample to the standard deviation. Size of the standard deviation to the size of the population. Size of the variance to the size of population. So what is the answer? Sampling fraction equals to small n upon capital N. What is small n? Sample size. What is capital N? Population size. So the answer is E. Sampling fraction always compares sample size with population size. That's the only answer for sampling size. Okay. So sampling fraction will always compare this only, and this is very important term. Sampling size, sampling fraction. This is very important term while you study the sampling distribution. Remember, the topics are not that simple. How many topics do you have of statistics in module A? How many? Just tell me how many if you remember this. One is the basic introduction. I'll give you serially. Okay. One is the basic introduction. That all basics are given. Then you have sampling distribution. Then you have central tendency. Then afterwards you have correlation. Afterwards you have time series. All these are statistics. Afterwards, after statistics, time series, you have estimation. Then you have that simulation. Then you have probability. Then you have LPP. My God. All these are statistics. So don't underestimate the statistics part. ABM module A is completely about statistics. Okay. If the probability of hitting an object is 0.8, find the variance. Oh, what is this? Something new. What is the variance? Probability of hitting an object is 0.8. So this is always, remember, success is always called as P. So here look at it. This P is success. Always remember, P equals to success. Q equals to failure. P equals to success and Q equals to failure. And what is the relationship between P and Q? Always remember, P equals to 1 minus Q. Always, always, always. Because total of failure and success equals to 1. So probability equals to 0.8 to success. So what is failure then? 1 minus P. It's vice versa, isn't it? So it is what? 1 minus 0.8. So it is 0.2. What is the variance formula? Variance formula is this, NPQ. So variance equals to NPQ. NPQ means what? N is 1 because hitting an object, single object. So N equals to 1. P is 0.8, Q is 0.2. So 8 to the 16, 0.16. That is variance. Isn't it? Let me see if we are having the other question. See, the same question we are having it again. But this time we are asked standard deviation. If the probability of hitting an object is 0.8, find the standard deviation. So for finding the standard deviation, first you must know the variance. N equals to 1, P equals to 0.8, Q equals to 0.2. Variance equals to NPQ. You found out variance in last question. What is standard deviation? Standard deviation is square root of variance. So square root of 0.16. What is the square root of 0.16? 0.4. That is my standard deviation. Isn't it? It's that simple. See here, always remember in this binomial distribution or in binomial only. Variance equals to NPQ. Mean equals to mean equals to NP. These are the two important formulas. There is a third formula also for standard error. Standard error. Okay. But I won't give it right now because it will be too difficult. There is a formula for this standard deviation. Okay. So this we have just now found out. Standard deviation and variance. So they are related square root. There is a formula, third formula for standard error. I'll give you later when it comes. Okay. When the mean of a number is 18, what is the mean of the sampling distribution? Oh, I think the same number, same continued. Mean of the number is 18. What is the mean of the sampling distribution? So always remember, just now I think so we have done this. It is same 18, right? Mean of the number equals to mean of the sampling distribution. If the probability that an object dropped from a certain height will strike the ground is 80%. And if 12 objects are dropped from the same place, find the mean. Now this is easy. Just now I gave you all the formulae. You must be able to solve it. Everyone, you must be able to solve it. What is P? Give me fast. P equals to single object hitting. Success of single object. This is a binomial problem. So success of single object hitting. It is 0.8. 80%. 80%. So percent, if you take it in the fractions, it is 0.8. What is Q? Q equals to 1 minus P. So 0.2. But we don't require Q at all. This is not required. Why? Because what is the formula for P? For mean. What did I give you? Mean equals to NP. Isn't it? Just now I gave you this somewhere. Where did I write it? See this. Mean equals to NP. Isn't it? So same formula. NP. N is what? Number of objects. How many objects are dropped? 12. 12 into what is P? 0.8. So 12 is 96. Isn't it? 12 is 96. So 9.6. So that is the mean. So simple. Isn't it? How many of you found it interesting? Just type yes in the comment section. How many of you have found this interesting? Or if you didn't know earlier. Here. When I say interesting means what? If you don't know something and then you get the knowledge, only then it's called as interesting. So how many of you found it interesting now? Type yes in the comment section. Okay? Continue. Should we continue with this now or should I stop? All the problems. What did I say at the start of the session? Problems won't be easy. I won't take any one-liner. What is this? What is that? What is this? What do you mean by mean? What do you mean by this? What? Average. What do you mean? Give some simple problem. Fine. Two numbers are given. Find the average. What is this? These are all school level problems. We'll take something tougher, isn't it? Time is important. When you are giving the time, there should be a value for that time, isn't it? So mean equals to 9.6. Simple. Move on. Download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you'll be getting all the premium study materials plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything. Whatever you say, you'll get it over here. Why? Here, for clearing JIB and CAIIB, you'll definitely require this app. What do you require for clearing JIB and CAIIB? Tell me first. I'll write it over here. What do you require for clearing JIB and CAIIB? One is lectures. Second, what do you require? Notes. Third, what do you require? To check your knowledge, you require tests, right? Tests. These are the basic three elements required. So all of them are there in this Adda 24/7 app. That's why download it. Immediately download it. Okay. In this app, you'll be getting the lectures for all the subjects. Complete JIB and CIB. Plus other banking also. Okay. Not only this. Find a variance. What is this? Same problem. See this earlier, but the question is different. Here it is variance. If the probability of that an object dropped from a certain height will strike the ground is 80% and 12 objects are dropped from the same place. Find a variance. So how to find a variance? What is the formula for variance? This is binomial. Variance equals to, what did I give you just now? NPQ variance, isn't it? So what is N? 12. Find it out. Everyone find it out. What is P? 0.8. 80%. What is Q? Here we'll require Q. 0.2. What are you getting? Multiply this. V equals to 12 into 0.8 into 0.2. Do it, everyone. Get me the answer. Yeah. Well, it's a 96. 96 twos are, isn't it? 192. So 1.92. Isn't it? 12 it's a 96. Right? And 96 twos are. So 192 points, 2 points. So 1.92. That is the variance. Isn't it? Let me check if I'm having the third question. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Do we have the third question? Same problem, but find standard deviation. What is standard deviation now? Variance, you already found it out. What was that? 1.92. So 1.92, variance, I got it. What is the relationship between standard deviation and variance? So standard deviation, we write it psi. Psi equals to square root of V, variance. Okay, square root of V. So find out the square root, everyone. Square root of 1.92. Find out the answer, everyone. Do it on the calci. Everyone should do it. Because in exam, nobody will be there except you. Isn't it? What is the square root of this? 1.38. Correct. 1.38. How many of you have got this correct? 2, 3 have answered me. 1.38. That is the standard deviation. These things do come in exam. Standard deviation, variance, mean, probability, non-probability, then NPQ, then only NP, mean, then standard error. Find the mean of tossing 4 coins. Oh, what is this? Mean of tossing 4 coins. How to find this? Okay, let me see how many of you can answer this. How to find this? 4 coins. Tossing. Tossing means chapa kata. We did it in this childhood. Even that Sholay movie, chapa kata, isn't it? What is P? Okay, let me show you. Coin. What is the probability of success? P. Suppose if I want P, success, I want head. What is the probability of getting head? Half, 0.5. What is Q then? Failure. Failure equals to 1 minus P. So 1 minus 0.5, again 0.5. What is N given? N equals to 4. What do I want? Mean. What is the formula for mean? Mean equals to NP. N into P. So 4 into 0.5. Q is not required over here. So answer is 2. That is the mean, isn't it? So simple. So mean is 2. Find the variance of tossing the 4 coins. Isn't it? Now this should be simple for you. So variance equals to what? Fast. Yeah. NPQ. Correct. So NPQ is what? 4. What is P? Just now we saw it. 0.5. What is Q? 0.5. So what is the answer? 25. 25 was 100. Right? So 1 will be the answer. 0, 0. And these points will go. So here. So 1 will be the answer. So variance equals to 1. Isn't it? Let me see. No. I thought the third question will also be there. Okay, let me ask you the question here only. What is the standard deviation? It's not asked, but what is the standard deviation? That is square root of variance. So what is it? Square root of 1. That is also 1. Isn't it? Got it, everyone? Getting this? Am I clear in the views of are you getting the concepts clarity over here? Getting it, na? Move on. What is the variance of constant x? What is constant? Here, if some number is constant, suppose let's say, what is variance basically? Variance means shifting, moving. Suppose if this is my line, variance means what? Moving this, all this means from this top point and this lower point, all the positive numbers which I take is known as variance. Now, if some number is constant, will it move? Suppose I am having a constant number over here. Will this move this way or nothing? No, it will move on the straight line. So my variance will always be 0. There is no movement. So variance is 0, big 0. So variance of a constant is always 0. Okay, remember it? Ex equals to lambda is used for which distribution? Now, this is a typical CAIIB probability numerical. Which distribution? Tell me. There are 3 distributions you have. In the end, I have taken all the definitions also. In the end, wait till the end, everyone. Wait till the end. In the end, I have taken all these definitions of this. So Ex equal to, what is Ex? Ex is expectation. This is known as expectation. Expectation is an important term in probability. Okay. Expectation equals to lambda is used in which distribution? So it is used in, okay, let me ask you. Is it Bernoulli or is it binomial or is it Poisson? Type fast in the comment section. Bernoulli, binomial or Poisson? Fast. I am seeing the answers Poisson over here. I know why have you answered Poisson. I know many of you. Those who don't know. Just say yes if whatever I am saying is correct or not. Just say yes. Why have you answered Poisson? Many of you have answered Poisson because you feel Bernoulli I have heard just now in this lecture. Binomial also somewhere I have heard. Poisson I have never heard. So whatever I have not heard might be the answer. So that's why Poisson. But no. Poisson is always, remember, Poisson is known as discrete elements, longer term elements. And that's why we have lambda always in this Poisson. There's a formula for Poisson. Okay, there's a formula given for Poisson. So that formula we have, and you have to use this. That's why that I'll give, because that's a big numerical. I'll show you in the paid classes. Okay, move on. Subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel again, because as I told you earlier, all the free YouTube series on all the subjects, you'll get it over here. All the latest updates from IIB for JIB and CIB, you'll get it over here. Okay, so join fast. Click on the bell icon. Click on the subscription button. The mean of constant x is, what is the mean? What is mean? Okay, let me see. Mean of constant, isn't it? See here, it's so simple, single line question, but it's so tricky. If any number is constant, what will be the mean of that constant? Suppose if I am having 5, what is the mean of 5? Mean of 5 is 5 only. Because what do you mean by mean? Addition of all the numbers divided by number of elements. So addition of all the numbers means, suppose if this is 5. Okay. So addition of all the numbers divided by number of elements. So addition is also 5 and number of elements is 1. So 5 upon 1 is 1. So same. So constant x is, answer is x over here. Isn't it? Find the arithmetic mean of the set of the data 6, 1, 5, 8 and 10. Simple one. Let me see how many of you can answer this. Arithmetic mean I want. Arithmetic mean. Okay. So it is 6 plus 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 10, the whole upon number of elements. What are the number of elements? 5. So 6 plus 1 is 6 plus 6, 12. 12 plus this 8, 20, 20, 30. 30 upon 5 is, so this answer is 30 upon 5. So 30 upon 5 is 6. So this is my answer. Arithmetic mean is 6. What is the frequency over here for each of these elements? Let me get the answer from your side. Frequency for each of these numbers over here. This is what? Frequency over here is for each number. Each number frequency is 1. Whenever we don't have the frequency given, it is always 1. Find the geometric mean of 1393. How to find this? What is geometric mean? Geometric mean. Okay, so geometric mean formula is GM equals to, see this, how many numbers are there? Multiply all of them. 1 into 3 into 9 into 3. All the numbers multiply. Raised to the root. Root of what? How many numbers are there? 4. So 1 upon 4. If there would have been 5 numbers, then 1 upon 5 and multiplication. So multiply it now. 3 3 is a 9, 9 is a 81. So it's 4th root of 81. Do it on the calci. 4th root of 81. So how to do the 4th root? What you do on the calci, take this right type 81, then press square root 2 times. Here 4 means what? Square root into 2. Square root is 2, right? So I want 4th root into 2. So multiply this. This 2 means this square root you have to press it 2 times. Suppose if I ask you 6th root. 6th root. So what is it? Square root. Square root into 3. Right? So what will I do? I'll press this square root 3 times. Suppose if I ask you 10. See here. Even numbers is very easy. 10th root. So square root. How many times will you press? Tell me. How many times will you press for square root for finding the 10th root? 5, isn't it? So that is my answer. 4th root of 81. So what is 4th root of 81? 3. 3 raised to 2 is 9. Then raised to 3 is 27 and raised to 4 is 81. Isn't it? So geometric mean is 3. Find the mean of the data set given as this. Mean of the given data set. Now this is easy, isn't it? 3 plus 9 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. So do it. I think so. Same number. Not done. No? Yeah. So mean equals to 3 plus 9 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 the whole upon how many numbers? 5 are there. 3 plus 5. Okay. So what is the answer? 9 plus 3 is 12, 17, 17 plus this 23, 23, 30. I think so 30 only. 30 upon 5. So that is equal to 6. Isn't it? So mean is 6. Find the variance of the same numbers now. See this variance. 3, 9, 5, 7, 6, 7. So how to find out the variance? This is tricky. This is not that easy. So variance means what? Always square. Remember this word, square. Variance equals to square. So square of what? Square of x minus x bar. Okay? The whole square. X minus x bar the whole square plus addition of all these. Means go on adding this x1, x2, x3. These are all x1, x2, x3. So it is what? Let me write it over here. 3 minus, what is x bar? Same number, no? We have just now found out x bar 6. 3 minus 6 the whole square plus 9 minus 6 the whole square. Isn't it? Just go on subtracting it from this. Plus 5 minus 6 the whole square plus 6 minus 6 the whole square plus 7 minus 6 the whole square. Go on doing it. What is the answer? Minus 3 square, that is 9. Plus 9 minus 6 is 3. 3 square is 9. 5 minus 6 is 1. So 1 square is 1. 6 minus 6 is 0. Then 7 minus 6 is 1. So 1 square is 1. So 9 plus 9, 18, 20, 20. So variance is what? 20. This is what variance is found out, isn't it? Let me see if standard deviation is asked. Yes, see this. Standard deviation is also asked. How to find out the standard deviation? So standard deviation equals to standard deviation equals to what? Square root of variance. Just now we saw it, isn't it? Variance. So what is square root of variance? Square root of variance is what? 20. Just now we got it. So square root of 20. What is the square root of 20? Everyone, give me the answer. 4 point something. 20 and square root. Do it. Yeah. 4.47. Correct. So that is my standard deviation. Isn't it? Find the value of lambda in a Poisson distribution if the probability of getting a tail in a biased coin toss is 1/4, where 8 coins are tossed. How to find out this lambda? What is lambda here? There are three distributions as I told you: Bernoulli, binomial, and Poisson. Okay, in your probability for CAIIB, you are having three distributions. Bernoulli is always single event or single trial. Binomial is limited number of trials, not single but limited. And Poisson is indefinite number of trials. That is Poisson. Always your time is constant. Some constant event happens. So coming back to this question, find the value of lambda in Poisson distribution when probability of getting the tail is 1 by 4. So P is what? P is given as 1 by 4. See, probability of whatever is required is 1 by 4. So P equals to 1 by 4. So P equals to 1 by 4. Q I don't require it, I think so. Because we want what? Find the value of lambda. Lambda means actually mean only. Okay. When I take the mean of long-term elements, indefinite number of discrete elements, so then it is called as lambda. So P equals to 1 by 4, N equals to what? 8, right? So NP, lambda equals to NP, mean, that is mean only. Mean when I take for smaller number, that is called as mean. Suppose 5 numbers, 10 numbers, that is called as mean. 100 numbers, mean. But if I want to take the mean for 2 lakh numbers or indefinite numbers, I don't know the numbers at all. Population of India growing daily. Find the mean. You can't count it. So that becomes lambda. Okay. Discrete. Remember this word. The sampling fraction compares. Now I think so we have done this. Sample of size of the sample to the size of the population. Isn't it? Poisson distribution is applied for. Now that's what I am saying 1000 times. Discrete. Huge number. Discrete means huge number. How many let's say sand particles will be there in the mountain? Suppose if I draw this mountain, okay, this is normal, don't take it normal distribution curve, it's a mountain, okay. How many sand particles will be there in this mountain? Sand particles, smaller one, dot, 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 dot. How many times? Indefinite. These are called as discrete. How many water particles will be there in the river? How many water particles will be there in the river? Indefinite, discrete. Discrete means which you can't count. It is too big. Okay, so Poisson is applied for discrete random variables. Find the mode of the given data. 5, 8, 12, 17, 12, 12, 6, 8, 12, and 12. Let me see how many of you have followed this. Those who have joined new just now. Remember how to find out the mode. Mode means for those who are new. Those who are old, just answer this immediately. Those who have just now joined right now. So for them, mode equals to what? Maximum number of times. Maximum number of times. What is occurring maximum number of times? 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times. So my mode equals to 12. Isn't it? What is the mode? Just now I gave you. Mode means maximum number of times. That element which occurs maximum number of times is called as mode. Okay. There are two types. Always remember, there is a grouped data, grouped, and there is a ungrouped data, ungrouped. Okay, ungrouped. These are important terms in this probability. Okay, this I'll take some other time, or join these classes. I'll take it at that time also, because there I do take all these events. Okay, what is the median? Median. When we arrange here, I'll tell you, when we arrange the numbers, arrange in serial order. Serial order. Serial means ascending, I'll call it. Ascending or descending. Anything, ascending or descending. But something should be there. Then the central number. The central number is known as mean. Okay. If there are even number of elements, then the two central numbers will be getting. So the average of the two central numbers is known as this median. Sorry, not mean. Median. Okay. What is the formula for probability? Probability. So probability equals to, yes, Yeah. Below denominator we have complete sample space. Sample space we call it. Sample space. Or you can call it population also, entire population. Whatever you are doing the sample for the entire population or sample space, that is a better word. Space, okay? This is in the rough language we call it. So this upon top is what? Numerator. It is success. Whatever is my success required. That is my, so success upon sample space, or in simple words I will tell you, required upon total. It's as simple as that. Required upon total. That is my formula for probability. What is Bernoulli distribution? I told you I'll be taking all the three at the end. So now we are at the end almost. What is the Bernoulli distribution? Bernoulli distribution is a special case of the binomial distribution where single trial is conducted. See here, Bernoulli means single trial. So n would be 1 for such binomial distribution. Bernoulli means always binomial only but single trial. What is binomial distribution then? A statistical probability distribution that states the likelihood that a value will take one of the two independent values under a given set of parameters or assumptions. Means one of the two independent, remember, one of the two independent. Binomial means each outcome. Suppose I'll tell you some simple example of binomial. Suppose if I flip a coin only once, then it is called as Bernoulli. If I flip the coin 10 times, then it's called as binomial. Keep it very simple. Binomial. If I flip the coin 10 lakh times, go on flipping. I have much time in my life. So I go on flipping the coin. Then it will be Poisson. Always remember. That's why we call it discrete Poisson. Okay? Discrete means large number of elements. Where were we? Bernoulli, there's Poisson. Yeah. A discrete frequency, what is Poisson? A discrete frequency distribution which gives the probability of number of independent events occurring at a fixed time. So the time is fixed over in Poisson, always remember. And discrete frequency means huge number of frequency, large number of frequency. Over which gives probability of number of independent events. Again, these are independent of each other. Okay? So that is Poisson. Now let me come to the batches. Remember, Sankalp batch 3 starting just now, 21st, just now started. Join this. All the 4 compulsory subjects are covered, numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything covered. You can join the Mahapack, CAIIB Mahapack 2. Right now the offer is going on. Look at this, Sankalp selection ka biggest flash sale. CAIIB Mahapacks, double validity is going on. Use the code FLASH. Look at this code FLASH. Use this code. How to use this? Okay. Let me show you. Go to Adda 24/7. Go to Adda 24/7. Let me go. Yeah. Now I'm on Adda 24/7. Click over here. If you're having the app, go through the app. I would always suggest you. In the app, you're getting 1% extra using that coin system. Click on CAIIB and CAIIB. Okay. Click. Once you go there, see this. You're seeing this CAIIB, CAIIB. Yeah. Click on CAIIB November. Then you'll see all the details. The batches. You can join this batch. And right now I was talking of what? Mahapack. Join this Mahapack. Look at this Sankalpa. See this code. July 75 is applicable over here. Now, I'll tell you buy now. Click on this. Put what was the code given? Flash, right? F. Let me see that code again. It was flash only, na? Flash, correct. Use this code flash. Okay. So FLASH. Flash. Click on apply. Okay. See this. You get this flash. By using this code, you'll get double validity over here. Okay. So use the code FLASH. This is how you can go. In fact, I would suggest you can join this Mahapack also. The fees is also reduced. See, this validity is double. Fees reduces from 31,740 to 7,300. Isn't it a huge discount? See this flash. Apply it. See this. Got it? You can join the batch also. If you join the batch, there also see here just now Sankalpa batch 21, July 21. Join this. Go through the details. All the details are given. Interactive classes, recorded videos. If you miss out on any class, you can get back to it. Click on buy now. Okay. Use this code. See here, flash code. Apply this code over here. Flash. You'll get the 23999 reduces to 5519. In Mahapacks, using that flash code, you'll get double validity. So I'll be back tomorrow with another series. Till then, bye. Keep studying and do join the batch immediately. Just now started and exams are near. Okay? So bye. Hope so you have enjoyed it. Type yes in the comment section.